morning. In the previous class, we learned about budget line and budget set. Budget line means it is a graphical representation of all possible combination of two goods that can be purchased with given resources, given prices and given level of income is known as the budget line. And also budget set, it is a collection of bundles available to consumers at the market price and given level of income is known as the budget set. And we also learned about change, shift in budget line or change in budget set. It's very important question in 6 months. Change in budget line or budget set is depends on the consumer income and price of two goods. Consumer income and price of two goods changes. The set of available bundles is also changes. Therefore, budget line is also shift to the right side or left side. So, budget line shift or changes in the two situations. What are the two situations? The first situation is change in consumer income and the second situation in change in price of goods and services. There are two goods, change in price of apple and change in price of mango. It's very important question in 6 months. Okay. In today's class, we discussed about very important question, difference between budget line and budget set. So, difference between budget line and budget set. It's very important question in 2 marks. Let's draw the column. First column budget line. Second one budget set. Okay, it's very important question in 2 marks. So budget line it means, it's very important. Budget line means it is a graphical representation of all possible combination of two goods which can be purchased with given income and given level of prices is known as the budget line. So budget line it is a graphical representation of all possible combination of all possible combination of two goods which can be purchased with given income and given level of prices. Is known as the budget line. So, first difference is in the budget line, it is a graphical representation. It is a graphical representation of all possible combination of only two goods which can be purchased with given income and given level of prices is known as the budget line. So budget line andu it is a graphically representation ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ all possible combination two goods ನ ಯಾವ possible combination purchase ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂತ income and prices ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ two commodities prices ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ income ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ಆ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ two goods ನ ಯಾವ possible way purchase ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ graphically representation ಮಾಡೋ ಒಂದು curve is known as the budget line. Is known as the budget line. Budget line represents the AB. Okay. So budget line is a graphical representation of all possible combination of only two goods ಮಾತ್ರ purchase ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ purchase ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಮತ್ತೆ given level of prices is known as the budget line. And budget set, it is a collection of bundles available to consumers at a market price and given level of income is known as the budget set. Okay, so budget set, it is a collection of bundles. It is a collection of bundles available to consumers. Available to consumers at a market price. At a market price and given level of income is known as the budget set. So budget set, it is a collection of bundles. Budget set adu ಒಂದು collection of bundles ಇದೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ at market price and given level of income. One particular income and particular two commodities prices ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ collection of bundles ಒಬ್ಬ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ budget set ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಸೆಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು 10 rupees income ಅಲ್ಲಿ two commodities ಆಪಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋನ ಯಾವ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಂಡಲ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ದ budget set. So budget set, it is a collection of bundles available to consumers at market price and given level of income. Okay. In the second difference is, it's very important question in 2 marks. Okay. The second difference is budget line is also known as price line. Price line. Budget line is also known as price line. And budget set is also known as opportunity set. Opportunity set. Okay. The second difference between budget line and budget set is, in the budget line is also known as price line or budget constraint. Budget set is also known as opportunity set. Okay, it is very important question in 2 marks. Budget line, it is a graphical representation of all possible combination of only two goods which can be purchased with given level of income and given level of prices is known as the budget line. Budget set, it is a collection of bundles available to consumers at market price and given level of income. Budget line is also known as budget constraint or budget line is also known as price line. Budget set is also known as opportunity set. Okay, clear? Understood? It's very important question in 2 marks. Okay, go. In the second chapter, theory of consumer behavior, next very important topic is this very important topic in 6 marks question, optimal choice of consumer. Optimal choice of consumer. It's very important question in 6 marks. Optimal choice of consumer or utility maximization or consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium. Okay. So optimal choice of consumer or utility maximization or consumer equilibrium. Ini nenu yav name matter kodtare question 6 marks question, very important question. So what is optimal choice of consumer? What is consumer equilibrium? Consumer equilibrium means it is a situation. It is a situation in which consumer derive maximum satisfaction. Consumer equilibrium or optimal choice of consumer or utility maximization ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ consumer derive maximum satisfaction with given level of income and given level of prices is known as consumer equilibrium. So consumer equilibrium means it is a situation. It is a situation in which consumer derives maximum satisfaction with given level of income and prices. Okay, is known as the consumer equilibrium or optimal choice of consumer or utility maximization. So consumer equilibrium, it is a situation ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾವುದು consumer equilibrium ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಇದು ಏನು ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ consumer derives ಯಾವ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ consumer equilibrium ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್, ಆ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ consumer derive maximum ಅಂದ್ರೆ high level of satisfaction ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂತ given level of income and market ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ two commodities prices ಇದೆ. Okay, so optimal choice of consumer or consumer equilibrium means it is a situation. ಈ situation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ consumer ಗೆ get the maximum satisfaction, high level of satisfaction ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ with ಇರುವಂತ income ಮತ್ತೆ market ಇರುವಂತ price of goods and services ಇಂದ. Okay, so it is a or simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ consumer equilibrium is a maximum satisfaction ಒಂದು situation is consumer equilibrium or optimal choice of consumer or utility maximization. So consumer equilibrium, it is a situation in which consumer derives the maximum satisfaction with given level of income and given level of prices is known as consumer equilibrium. After the meaning, next is assumption. You know, assumption is not applicable in reality. It is microeconomics theory is always based on assumption. So this theory is also based on some of the important assumption. The first important assumption is the first important assumption. The first important assumption of consumer equilibrium or optimal choice of consumer or utility maximization is, the first one is consumer income is constant. Consumer income is constant. Okay, ಈ ಥಿಯರಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ consumer income is constant. There is no difference, increase or decrease between consumer income. Consumer income theory ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it will always will be constant. There is no differentiation. ಏನು differentiation ಆಗಲಿ increase ಆಗಲಿ decrease ಆಗಲ್ಲ, it will always will be constant. So first important assumption is consumer income is constant. Okay, understood? Okay. Next, second important assumption is all goods and services prices are to be constant. All goods and services prices are constant. Okay, the second important assumption is all goods and services. ಒಬ್ಬ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್, ಅದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇದು ಸೇಮ್, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. or increase or decrease ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಏನೋ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ or decrease ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ goods and services are to be constant. This is the second assumption of consumer equilibrium. Okay, next in the third important assumption is consumer is rational. Consumer is rational. So third assumption ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ consumer is rational ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is consumer is brilliant. I mean ಒಬ್ಬ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕೂಡ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವೇರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ರಾಷನಲ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ equilibrium. Next, fourth important assumption is it's very important. Consumer is aware of indifference map. Consumer aware of indifference map. What is indifference map? Okay, consumer aware of indifference map. You know, in the previous class I already discussed indifference map is it is a group or a set or a family of indifference so showing a different level of satisfaction is known as the indifference map. Indifference map is a group or set or family of indifference is known as the indifference map. So consumer ge aware irutte yaadu ಬಗ್ಗೆ indifference map. You know indifference map ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ I see 1, I see 2, I see 3. X goods, Y goods. Now it is a indifference curve. I see 1 is the lower indifference curve. I see 3 is the higher indifference curve. Rightward indifference curve always represents the higher indifference curve. Leftward indifference curve always represents the lower indifference curve. So in this theory, consumer aware of indifference map. In this theory, consumer ge ee map indifference map ಬಗ್ಗೆ family group of indifference map ಬಗ್ಗೆ awareness ಇರುತ್ತೆ. This is the fourth assumption of consumer equilibrium. Next, the last assumption is all goods are homogeneous. All goods are homogeneous. Okay, homogeneous means you know different products, unique antara not unique, different products adana homogeneous products irutte. So market alli ella product yav product irutte homogeneous product ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. purchase ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ market ಅಲ್ಲಿ all products are homogeneous. I mean all goods and services are homogeneous products. Okay, this is the main important assumption of consumer equilibrium. The first important assumption is consumer income is constant. So there is no changes in consumer income. The second important assumption is all goods and services price are to be constant. Price of goods are kuda constant ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. The third one is consumer is rational. I mean it is brilliant. Next one is consumer aware of indifference map. Indifference map means a group or a family or a set of indifference curve is known as the indifference map. So consumer aware of this indifference map. And also last important assumption is all goods and services are homogeneous product. This is the assumption of consumer equilibrium. Okay, note it down. Next, in this theory, we can also explain with the help of the diagram. It is very important diagram. Note it down carefully. In the diagram, Okay. Okay, listen carefully. In the diagram, OX-axis represents X goods, in O-axis represent Y goods. In the diagram, there are three IC curves. What are IC1, IC2, IC3? Okay. In the diagram, there are three IC curves: IC1, IC2, and IC3. IC1 represents the lower indifference curve. IC3 represents the higher indifference curve comparison to IC2, IC1. Okay. So IC3 ultimately IC3 is the higher indifference curve. In the diagram, AB. Okay. This downward sloping curve AB. AB is known as the budget line. So AB is known as the budget line. IC3 is the higher indifference curve. IC1 is the lower indifference curve. IC2 is also higher indifference curve comparison to IC1. Okay, listen carefully. In the diagram, budget line already theory ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ budget line ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ indifference curve tangent ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ consumer ಗೆ maximum satisfaction ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so maximum satisfaction achieved through tangent of indifference curve and budget line together. Okay. So maximum satisfaction already consumer equilibrium, it is a situation in which consumer get maximum satisfaction. In maximum satisfaction ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಆರ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಮಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್. ಆ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೆ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಥಿಯರಿ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ IC2 curve budget line AB is known as the budget line. AB ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ it is a budget line. So AB is known as a budget line. ಈ budget line IC2 curve ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? At the point D. So at the point D is the optimal choice of consumer or consumer equilibrium. Theory ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ IC3 ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ? ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್. ನಿಮ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ D ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವ ಕರ್ವ್ ಗೆ? ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್. AB ಕರ್ವ್ ಗೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಗೆ at the point D ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿದೆ. at the point D is the utility maximization or consumer equilibrium or optimal choice of consumer point. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ get the maximum satisfaction. In this point consumer purchase OEM quantity of X goods and OEM quantity of Y goods. Understood? So in the diagram there are three IC curve: IC1, IC2 and IC3. IC3 is the higher indifference curve, IC1 is the lower indifference curve. AB is known as the budget line. In the budget line and indifference curve tangent between that together ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿದೆ at the point D. So at the point D is the utility maximization or consumer equilibrium or optimal choice of consumer. ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ D? ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ D ನಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೆ ಹೈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಥಿಯರಿ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ OX ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ X goods and ON quantity of Y goods ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಡಿರೈವ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, at the point P and Q also tangent to the budget line. here ನೋಡಿ P and Q ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಗೆ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಡಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಹಾಗೆ P and Q ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಗೆ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವ ಕರ್ವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? IC1 ಕರ್ವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲೋಯರ್ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಲೋಯರ್ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಯಾವ್ದಂದ್ರೆ IC2 ಇದೆ. ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ IC1 ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಗೆ P and Q ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಆಸ್ you are an optimal choice of consumer because it is a lower indifference curve. Understood? So P and Q also tangent to the budget line, but P and Q is not consideration as optimal choice of consumer or consumer equilibrium because it is a lower indifference curve. Understood? And point F is no consideration as utility maximization or consumer equilibrium because it is a higher indifference curve. ಇದು higher indifference curve. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಜೆಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ F is not consideration as utility maximization. So the point B, budget line and IC curve is tangent together. This point is consideration as utility maximization or optimal choice of consumer. In this point, consumer derives maximum, high level of satisfaction. P and Q is not consideration as utility maximization or optimal choice of consumer because it is a lower indifference curve. Point F is not consideration as utility maximization because it is a higher indifference curve. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಂತ no, it is not possible. So ultimately point B is gives higher level of satisfaction. There is maximum satisfaction because in this point indifference curve and budget line together. So point D is there is high level of satisfaction. In this point consumer purchase ON quantity of X goods and ON quantity of Y goods. Understood? It's very important. Note it down and listen carefully. Okay, this is the some information about optimal choice of consumer and or consumer equilibrium or utility maximization. So optimal choice of consumer means it is a situation in which consumer derives maximum satisfaction with given level of income and given level of prices. The word maximum satisfaction, the word maximum satisfaction is achieved through indifference line, indifference curve and indifference map and budget line together. ಇಲ್ಲಿ budget line ಮತ್ತೆ indifference curve tangent ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ derives high level of and maximum level of satisfaction. Okay, it's very important question in 6th class. It's very important, so note it down. Okay, thank you.